What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Go. Oh my goodness, this smoke is killing my throat. Please, Lord. I got to have my sense. Though. Thank you, everybody that has been liking, sharing, subscribing, supporting the channel. Welcome all new subscribers. Woo! And I tell you, there people be like, my throat. Yes, because we burn 1,000,000 incense. So we got twerk work on top of the deck. Please, guys, only take what resonates. I'm only here to give it to you so you can have it. We all stars in our own show, but this may or may not be for you. Okay, so someone could be getting into fitness, dancing around. Okay, like I said, we got twerk work, but the thing about it is, I don't know how to twerk. I'm gonna keep it all the way real with y'all. I don't be twerking. A lot of the dance moves that I be doing, you can consider me the chick Chris Brown. Okay, like I'll slide across the floor in a minute. I'll slide, twirl, shit. Maybe call me a ballerina, but I don't be twerking and working and stuff. Because somebody could actually be getting into yoga, dancing, unlocking the gateway 3. Okay. Please, guys, only take what resonates. I'm only here to give it to you so you can have it. As soon as I get all these chords together, like for real, you be thinking you be prepared and it gets to going. And I said it's gonna be funny as soon as I'm on live, because when I tell you, it does not even matter. I play no games. I was actually talking about it earlier because it was weird, because it's like my channel, it had went monetized, right? And then I seen the little green button pop up, and I'm like, yeah, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Because the requirement, I guess, supposedly is 1,000 followers or subscribers or whatever. And I don't want to say followers. I don't want to, don't follow me. Follow the Lord. Follow your heart. Follow your true path and purpose. Okay, I'm just a messenger. And I was like, it was lit green. I'm like, here we go. You know what I'm saying? We into it. Let's get it. And it went right back off. Okay, so somebody could be dealing with somebody that is either attached to their account or doing something to their account on YouTube. And we've been dealing with this for a while. A lot of us have seen, certain subscribers deleted, or, they'll block your email or whatever. But you're starting to see that they're not even going to be able to do this stuff no more. Okay, their energy is completely depleted. So let's go. What we got with this twerk work? Somebody could be putting in a lot of work right now. And it should require you doing a lot of healing. And I had told y'all, like, on my own journey, it was like, soon as I went through, the case, the probation, I had ended up having to stay with my dude's mom for like a couple months. And, I knew it was going to be, it wasn't going to be long. I have already dealt with the karmic situations when it comes to a mother figure. And we get to the point where we so, we go through the hurt phase, and then we go through the phase of, it's what it is. If a woman is not, if she hasn't experienced her own level of healing, or if she hasn't done whatever it is that she needs to do within herself, then there will be a jealous or envious spirit, okay? So I had started having these dreams. And I'm telling you, if somebody pops up in my sleep, I'm automatically on guard, because I'm like, why are you in my dreams? And it hasn't been, just my own mother. It was the mother of my child's father, the mother of my child's father, and then it was the mother of my partner, right? And it's always some weird shit that they be doing, and God will reveal everything. So I'm like, yeah, these karmic mothers are coming back around, okay? So somebody could be putting in some work when it comes to dealing with the issues that they may have had, dealing with either a mother, a stepmother, or a mother of somebody that you may have been with, okay? Damn. And I did some shuffling, and I got brain damage, okay? So when it comes to these karmic mothers, I always feel some type of way, because my heart's huge, and I know that I was a piece to be reckoned with when I came on earth, okay? Because there was a lot of things that were supposed to take place that didn't. So I learned a lot of lessons, hard lessons, on my own. And I knew that if I was ever blessed to be a mother, that things would be a little different. So, you know, the past couple of months, what I have been dealing with is basically, you know, not coming so hard against myself, because I was blessed with a son. And the difference is, if I would have had a daughter, maybe I could have, and maybe I could have not, you know, experienced a level of understanding on why some of these mothers be so jealous of their own children, or why they choose certain things. And the only thing that I could possibly think of is fear. Okay, and I know for a fact, you know what I'm saying, how a lot of this stuff has been set up against us. This is why things are changing, okay? Because God is most definitely real. He gets all the glory in my life. When I tell you I keep pressing for it, and I don't give no fucks who feel any type of way about my mouth, how I move, or how I'm doing things, because the way that things that have been working in the favor of this low energy, that is not going to work anymore. Okay, not only is it not going to work, because a lot of people are beginning to heal and express themselves and accept what they have experienced and get through those certain hurdles or obstacles that they have experienced without the help of certain mother figures or father figures or whatever figures that were supposed to be here to, you know, assist in evolution, which requires a lot of love. You know, we're seeing things play out the way that they are, which could seem a little chaotic, but really it's all for our greater good, you guys. So after experiencing, you know what I'm saying, seeing certain stuff in my dreams, I was like, I gotta get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I do. I can't live with somebody for too long, because I have had to live with several different people, you know, different mothers that I've either, you know, rubbed on some type of way or rubbed some type of way to where they was either envious or jealous or doing something spiteful against me, and I didn't notice because I was still looking for a mom. So my thing would always be, you know, you can't lay around too long. Make sure you clean up. If you get food stamps or any type of benefits, make sure you share and bring that into the house. You know what I'm saying? Certain things that I have always done, even not knowing how to do them because I wasn't taught anything. I just always been a solid person. So somebody's putting in that work to deal with whatever it is that they have been experiencing, whether it was some type of trauma in your childhood, or if you have experienced, you know, neglection or abandonment or anything like that, okay? So somebody could actually be dealing with some type of brain damage or something with their head, okay? In a few videos back, I was actually picking up that somebody was either dealing with like an aneurysm or something. But imagine if somebody plays with spell work, if they play with certain things against you, like calling on entities or, you know, pulling cards on you without your permission, or secretly doing stuff, operating, working in the background, making up false paperwork, you know, running around town paying people to spy on you, alert and watching all that shit. It came back out, y'all. I bullshit you not. Somebody is literally dealing with brain damage. So this is basically a brain overload. And the emoji that is best for this is that I keep seeing is that, you know, that little emoji where it's like the smoke and all the little stars and shit coming out of a person's head. This is what I'm seeing. So imagine somebody doing constant work against you, and now that it's coming back to them, this person is either in a mental prison, or they are dealing with a lot of thoughts that are causing them to have something like a brain overload, okay? There was some type of damage here that was done. And this was only, to me, emotional, because I'm picking up the emotional part of whatever somebody has experienced has caused the person that actually did this to this person to go through something on their head. It's like literally on their head. So you got, oh wow, you have a physical exam. Somebody could actually be experiencing therapy right now, or going to therapy, or dealing with some type of physician. Yeah, whoever this person is could be into coding, or I'm getting heat. What was something about heat? Somebody could actually be overworked or over running themselves, okay? And this equals the reality of whatever it is that we have been taught. So we are unlearning this stuff, you guys. It's not by might or power, but the Spirit of God. It's not by what we have done, but what our ancestors have already established with God. Okay, so none of us, I say it all the time, none of us are perfect, no. But a lot of us have not chose to take those 3 wishes or take that job to go against somebody. Okay, especially somebody that they're supposed to be, helping along their way. And after I experienced, several mothers that I feel like, I always ran to one because I felt like, if mine wasn't there, maybe there's another one that's supposed to pick up the job. So now being in my 30s, I still have not experienced one yet to where I'm like, okay, there's a mom in my life or there's a mother figure that I can look up to or somebody. So it's what it is. I step with my 2 feet planted on the ground. Okay, I had to teach myself to level out that masculine and feminine energy, teach myself to love it myself, teach myself to also be into self-care or, to not let certain things get me worked up in the energy to where I'm basically turning myself into a man. And this is what a lot of these women that have experienced, what they experienced, but they continue on in this cycle, they are experiencing like an overload of masculine energy. There is nobody that can tell me that, if a certain woman has chose to either work against her child or go against her child, that this person has not experienced some level of imbalance. And the sad thing about it is this has been the deception because this stuff was taught. Not only did our mothers and their mothers experience certain stuff, they never learned to get out of it. And even when they did, they didn't trust the process that God had for them. So what do? If they didn't turn to drugs or certain men or toxic relationships or teaming up with people or, it was basically like fuck their own kids. And it was sad because I actually had to realize that, somebody said fuck me years ago. This wasn't something that just happened. This was something that was processed within my childhood that I would be out here trying to figure it out for a long time. Okay, so somebody could have actually been a wanderer for a minute and you starting to see that a lot of this came from you not having this balance with a mother or a mother figure. Okay, someone could, like I said, be working a lot. This person could have even did some type of movies, okay? Somebody is dealing with their reality of experiencing either being in some type of sex movie. You guys, it just breaks my heart because this is the stuff that we having to level out and balance, realizing that nobody is coming to save us. We are saving ourselves. That God has already placed within us what we already need. That yes, there are people out here that are doing what they're going to do and they're going to help humanity rise their consciousness and evolve with love. I could simply say, I love somebody, but I just ain't for you or you're not for me. And it doesn't matter what kind of position or title or whatever you played in my life. This is simply that you're not good for my spirit. Okay. So a lot of us are starting to get connected to our spiritual side. But like I said, somebody was doing something with some codes here. So what we got? Yeah, somebody's reality is actually seeing a lot of stuff that's going on. And I don't know why I keep getting this as a mother. I even looked over in the fertility cards right here. Yeah. So somebody's having a new life, internal growth here. So let's get some more on this twerk work. We twerk working and we working, reworking what we have experienced. And I feel like a lot of it starts with our childhood and what we experienced with these mothers. And I have been seeing them in my dreams. Like, why am I seeing y'all? Why are y'all secretly taking stuff and damaging items on purpose? Why are y'all secretly working with masculines or doing things to your own children or certain men to keep them from connecting to women that could actually change their life? It's very sickening. Or why are y'all even, having sexual urges or feelings with your own children? It's really, I don't want to get, when I tell y'all, I do not want to even get in that level of understanding or thinking because it will take you somewhere else. You get, you'll go somewhere else with it, y'all. Let me slow down because Spirit, Heavenly Father, I come to you right now to just calm my spirit because I know what a lot of people are already dealing with. And it's like we have to clean this stuff out and experience it and go through it and talk about it. Break those chains off your life. Break those chains off your life. I got the message that, there are even a few mothers that have allowed certain friends that they had chill or touch their children. Okay, so I even got that this feminine energy had a son, and their first sexual experiences were coming from friends. Okay, and you will be mind-boggled how many masculines actually deal with this. And you know how some dudes are, they feel like that's an up and up, that's a win. Okay, but I don't consider it a win when a grown woman decides to stroke a young man's genital or start to introduce sexual activity to a man that has not even fully developed it mentally or emotionally. And imagine how that masculine feels like, you know what I'm saying? Is this how all women are? So they grow up, you know, not only despising their own mother, but they'll grow up thinking that they can go and treat any woman any other kind of way and wonder why they get knocked back by God. God's not for this stuff. Most definitely. I don't know what God everybody be praying to, but he's not for this. So you got, there could have been a mother here that, you know, once again was trying to poison somebody. Okay, and this could be somebody who's literally either trying to make someone brain damage, or they, you know, they're damaged because they are starting to realize what they have done. I'm talking about hours around the clock, trying to harm somebody physically, mentally, and emotionally. This person may not even gave somebody emotional support. Okay, so you got emotional support. Prosperity, klepto. Okay, so even dealing with a mother that may not have even provided for somebody, your main thing was to have some type of personal gain. And I'm telling you, I done hit the streets a few times. My first charge that I called, I was 17 years old. You know, didn't no one know that I didn't have what I needed. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was shoes or clothes. I think the greatest thing or the greatest sacrifice that I have is I was the oldest sibling. So it wasn't nothing for me to like not worry about if I didn't have it. I didn't want it. As long as my younger siblings had it and they got to experience it, I was cool. But the thing about it was, you know, when I did start wanting to look good or feel good about myself, I couldn't get that. So, you know, Dillard's was the spot. I ain't even gonna lie. I feel like I know for a fact, you know, if I would have went by myself, I would have been good. But I chose to, you know, go with a group of chicks that, you know, that I was, you know, messing with at the time. And we hit up Dillard's and I wanted a Tommy outfit and I just went for it. You know what I'm saying? That was when the big Bubba Coats was in. So we just went in there and I just went in thinking I was good. But of course somebody else wasn't. So everybody got caught. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I caught my first charge. And it was crazy because those that came to get me, you know what I'm saying, my siblings and stuff, it was right around my birthday. Once again, my birthdays was always some form of, you know how it is. If you are a different person, you have experienced some of the worst birthdays. There is no such thing as cakes, parties, gifts, or anything. You probably never had any of that stuff until you hit 30 or 40 or 50. We just gonna keep it real. But my sibling, he was like, well, this is your birthday money. So he ended up paying $300 so I can pay my little restitution fee. And I'm just like, you know, I have the worst luck trying to do shit that ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? If I try to scam, I'm going down. If I try to do this, I'm going down. So just know if you have done something or if you're doing something that is against you, your divine will, way, purpose, your life, your name, your blood, or anything, yes, you will receive instant karma because that's not who you are. It's not what you're supposed to do. Now, the downside and the sad part about it is a lot of us have had to do things extra hard because we did not have any moral support, any financial support, any type of spiritual support. A lot of us are experiencing coming up out of everything by ourselves with God alone. Okay, and I think it's a beautiful thing. I'm not even going to front because it took me the longest to realize, you know, if I have nobody on this physical plane, I know I got hitters. And my hitters sit high, so I can't worry about, you know, who don't like me while I'm walking through these streets. I know they can't touch me. You know, and this is why they do the stalking or the harassing or anything else, because they know you cannot be touched. They only want you to either self-sabotage, you know, end up losing it and popping out from one of these people, catching a charge because they already have, you know, certain evidence they created against you. They already have shit like this set up. So it's best for you right now to get closer to God. It's best for you to take that time, clean your body out. You know, if you smoke, you drink or whatever, just start putting everything down. Taking time to like literally sitting and you talk to them like you talk to some of these fake friends out here. Or fake family members that you thought had your back. Like, this is what I do. And it's not always on my knees either. I stand up and I look straight to the sky and be like, Lord, they with the bullshit today. Can you please? You know? And then my answer seems to come. Or a blessing seems to come. Or a miracle happens. Or the sky opens up for me. And I get that sense of hope and I love it. I'm so grateful to be in the presence. I am. I love God so much. I can go on and on about what I have been saved from or how much love that I receive. And I don't want to get emotional, but I know a lot of people are going through things and they just don't understand. But it's best for you to be aware of what people have played with or what people do behind your back. You know, I never thought I would be experiencing the things that I have. But he knew that I was a warrior to call it out because I'm like, you know, it's one thing for me to be a fuck up and walk down my own pathway to hell, but you mean to tell me somebody literally, this is like somebody literally sprinkling stuff before you get somewhere so your feet can walk on it and you know what I'm saying? The little stuff that people do to keep you from, you know, certain opportunities of living your best life or having the health that you're supposed to or having the love in your heart. And this is what they want to do. Keep your heart cold or hardened towards God or your higher self. Because you know for a fact, if you are good and you have a good heart, you're not out here making sure somebody else suffer. This is why they being revealed. They under judgment right now. That Beijing ain't getting ready to cover up these bald spots either. Somebody could actually be doing some, using some Beijing or some type of hairspray or something to fill in some bald spots. Yes, you got nurturing relationships. So a lot of us haven't even experienced what it's like to be in a nurturing relationship with the same person that we have came out the Gucci of. Okay, this person has literally delivered you into the world, not knowing that the only goal was to give you some type of nourishment. Whether it was just to simply say, I love you, say a prayer with you at the end of the night, support you through your fuck ups. Okay. A lot of us that have been, you know, most of us that were, you know, born at a certain time, whether you was tapped in at your gifts at an early age, instead of somebody taking the time to make sure that you had what you needed, this person could have even been, you know, connected to the government or somebody that worked as an official or somebody felt like it was easier to have some type of personal gain by you simply being watched all the time or you being poisoned all the time. Like, imagine the awareness you have to have when you wake up to the fact that I am not getting ready to help you poison my own child, destroy my own child. These are chains that should have been broken, but by God's grace and mercy, a lot of us are breaking them simply by believing, yes, this is the truth. This is the type of bullshit we've been messing with. Okay, so somebody wasn't nurturing in this relationship here. This is basically, you know, get it how you get it how you live. However you get it, that's just what it is. Like, this is sad. And at the expense of someone else's livelihood or heart, they just wanted somebody to be damaged here. And this is literally, if your head's damaged, your body's damaged, okay? Because you have to be connected to your higher self most of the times to say, hey, I don't want to hurt me. So if I don't want to hurt me, that means I don't want to hurt you, okay? But a lot of people have experienced that level of pain to where they're like, fuck it. As long as I'm getting some money out of it, you can't tell me nothing. Somebody could actually like jasmine, or you could be burning some jasmine or something about jasmine here. Yeah, somebody's mother was even like placing them at different parties or around different people. Okay, this is almost like too, if somebody was having a get together or a family out and a cookout or something, this person would just intentionally invite you to either try to give you something to drink or put something in your food. Yeah, but it's all going down. It's all coming out, you guys. So, you know, don't worry about it. Let it go. And this is one of the hardest parts, because this is something that you really have to be committed to, is learning to forgive those who will never tell you that they're sorry. Most of them will not ever, you know, accept what they have done, because somehow it it's too damaging for them. This is why a lot of us that have experienced a certain level of healing through doing our shadow work and doing, evolving into different levels of ourselves, or being aware of our consciousness or what we're doing and how we are helping the enemy, we are starting to see that this requires us forgiving, letting a lot of things go, unpacking things that have been within our bodies. Yeah, because you got to let it burn. Something's coming up about Usher. Also DMX. See, y'all stay out this read, because this is not. So we're putting in twerk work, okay? We are working away anything that is not good for us. Yeah, somebody is being told to get away from meat. It's something coming up about meat again. I got that in my last read. Yeah, somebody could have actually been jumping to a lot of conclusions. This is somebody that will try to read your thoughts, or, and this is what I noticed too. When you meet somebody, like, somebody could automatically look at you, okay? This is one, dog, when I tell you, they do the most. Like, they look at your nails. First of all, they look at you, see how your hair is done. Then they look at your nails. They may look down at your feet, and if your feet and nails done, then they want their feet and nails done. They trying to figure out, they may even put somebody, like, examine somebody by looking at them, and then they feel like they know you already. So when you begin to speak, they feel like they are reading your mind. So they may even try to complete your sentences, or, whatever you're trying to say. They will jump to say something before you, but they don't have evidence of why they're thinking this way. Yeah, somebody's mother could literally be, into some type of divinity, and this person always jumps to conclusions. Yeah, somebody's like has a magical spirit here. So you could be this magical spirit, okay? And not knowing that your mother was dipping and dabbling in some type of divinity. So you got bright eyes, glow, powerful, magic seeped in spirit. Yeah, something about your spirit. You come from an ancient bloodline, or there's something real ancient about you. Okay, but this is like somebody will go deep into whatever pain or trauma that you have, so they can jump to some conclusions of why they view is distorted and why they feel this way about you, why they think this way about you. So have you ever stole something and helped look for it? Oh, I'm pretty sure a couple of us have. Okay, somebody probably stole something from you and they helped you look for it. And this is the type of stuff you do. Say you have a job interview, okay, and your keys come up missing, and you running around feeling crazy because you're like, where are my keys? This person will take your keys. Or say you done ran around looking for your ID or your driver's license, and you like, I need this to go register for school. Your ID or your driver's license is missing. This is somebody that is like caught up in keeping somebody in a damaged state, but it's not going to work anymore. Okay, because your nourishment is coming from God. This is coming from a higher source, so this person can't even play these type of games no more. This is probably why it's been raining a lot where you are. There's a lot of water out here, like I said. Something too about a dame. So you got Tiana. You also got January. Something could have happened in 2022. Somebody could have actually did an online meetup with a male here. Yeah, but you have a narcissistic thief. Somebody could be dressing up like a man, or somebody dresses as a man. And I was picking it up too. I heard another reader say it too, because I picked it up months ago. Like, this is the type of stuff they do. If they're not paying somebody to dress up to act, do some, sign some documents or run and do something to get you, make it seem like it's you on camera or do something like that. This person goes all out, you know what I'm saying? With the dress up, the wigs and everything. So somebody could be dressing as a man just to go do something here or meet up with somebody that they met online. So y'all keep watching these people. Maybe you wasn't taught, you know what I'm saying, that you can't trust everybody. Because I know me, when I came out, heart was beating. I was ready, you hear me? Hot penny, hot draws. I was all over the place. I didn't even know what I was getting myself into, and I was asked that question the other day because somebody asked me, do you regret anything? And I'm like, if I regret anything, that means I have to regret everything. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, everything that I have experienced has led me to the love of God. My heart is so good. I'm so glad that I am not like some of these people. I can't do it. Yeah, so there's a lot of cases that's coming up having to do with something that was stolen here. Okay, so you got crowded cases. Let's get some more on this, you guys. But it's like, it's what it's all about. It's some type of emotional support. And I've been there because, like I said, I have other siblings. So imagine these women, you know, they so cool with their sons or whatever. That the attachment that they have is crazy. But it's like the men will be confident, but the women is like, you know what I'm saying? Here, little bitch, get out there, get it, you know. And I had told y'all, I was so by myself that the first time I experienced meeting my dad, he was actually doing a prison sentence, you know, and he got out during my teens. And the first thing he said, you know, you sitting on a gold mine. You should never ask me for $20. Basically saying, you know, you got a pussy. You can sell it and get whatever you want. You know, I didn't expect to hear that from my dad, but it was kind of the truth. You know, he was letting me know you should never want for anything because you golden. And he would always, you know, tell me I'm a goddess and all this. And, you know, he would do weird shit like compliment my ass and me getting, you know, bigger or whatever. And I would be like, why is this so strange? But I had to realize that a lot of the curses that was within my own bloodline was simply because it was up for me to continue them. It was up for me to continue them. I was the one. Do you hear me? Most definitely did the most. Called me crazy, said I was doing witchcraft, that I was smoking meth, you know, got me kicked out of my place, was, you know, stalking, it was entering inside of my home every time I left, was setting up different people, calling different jobs and doing that, was damaging vehicles. Like the things that people have done in this crowd, there's going to be a lot of cases about it. Okay. And like I said, it is a case coming up about somebody that could have actually jumped in a car with somebody. This could be a white man, or this could be somebody that dressed up as a man to get somebody to come inside of a car here. So somebody's mother could have actually been involved with somebody getting picked up by somebody random here, or whoever this person is was dressed up as a man to pick up. You know what? When I tell you, God hits harder, and that's the new motto. Like, God hits harder. Yeah, somebody didn't want you to realize that you had spiritual gifts. Okay, and the thing about it is, when you are putting things within your body, whether it's a dangling. Okay, a lot of these dudes got issues more somewhere else because, like I said, they have experienced certain mothers that not only has placed them in the same category with the men that they have experienced, these mothers have groomed some of these men to be complete dogs. And if they haven't groomed them to be dogs, they have groomed them to be, you know, imbalanced in their own sexuality, or they have known about some type of sexual abuse or done something. And this was to continue a cycle that has now been broken. Okay, so somebody was keeping somebody from their spiritual gifts. You know, whether your mother always had spiritual gifts or you had spiritual gifts, you know, this stuff is coming out. But it's like whatever you was being fed, whatever you was drinking, whoever you was sleeping with, connected with sexually, this was keeping you from your spiritual gifts. And spiritual gifts come from God, okay? We are not aware of the power because a lot of us have been groomed to accept other stuff, you know, whether it was oppression from our own family members or being ran by narcissistic demons. It's just all it is to it. Yeah, a lot of deception here. Somebody has experienced a traumatic experience. And this traumatic experience could have simply been believing that you were safe or safe from harm by somebody that actually pushed you out. Imagine what we have experienced, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I can't even tell you the half today. But somebody is actually dealing with this to the point where whatever the traumatic experience this is, you know, it was part of a great deception. Could have been trying to, you know, get you either addicted to drugs or somebody was addicted to drugs here. Maybe you are, I hope, whoever you are, if you have ever been addicted to anything, that you have already started your process of healing and accepting what you have done and placed inside of your body. Okay, so I wish you well on that healing here. So you got, yeah, somebody's changing their genetic rhythm. Okay, just because you come from a certain bloodline does not mean that y'all all are connected to God or y'all all worship the same God. When I had to realize that, I was like, you know what? Some people are going to be the same ones that see this blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jesus, and when he comes, they're going to be like, yeah, that's who we following. Like, this is a deception that has happened for so long, y'all. And it's like you changing the rhythm of your heart, your heartbeat, your blood, everything. It requires a change. Yes, some things may have been stolen from you, and these people that have stolen from you might have turned around and helped you, but you can't worry about something that has gone, because God has something way better. When I tell you, God has something way better. It could have even been an ex involved with somebody's experience, and they're, they going bald now. Or they could actually be spraying on their hair too. I don't know why I heard Billie Jean. Somebody was deceived, okay, to either go against somebody, and now they finding out they're not even a father of a baby. Yeah, you got returns. Yeah, somebody could even be finding out that whoever this masculine is was sleeping with the same sex, and this was because whoever this mother is literally is damaging people. Imagine a feminine energy that is okay with her son being demasculinized just because she does not want to feel more inferior to somebody. You are a woman, sir. Like, seriously. This should be pissing me off, because how can you go against your own child to the point where if this person does not want to secretly lay up or have a weird, intimate relationship with you and stroke your emotions, that you would get into some type of spell work, witchcraft, any type of sexual connection, sleeping with the same spouse, working against people with a baby mom, baby dad. These people are weird. Like, I don't see it. I don't see it happening. It's like somebody's packed inside of a group here, and they all been doing stuff in this sludge. So you got fish oil, omega-3s. Yeah, somebody is like working on heart health here. Could have been experiencing some type of heart problems. And this is what most of them are experiencing. If it's not, crown chakra attacks or heart chakra attacks, they are now getting the returns of the effects of whatever they used. If you used anything outside of your vessel, or if you simply just had bad intentions for a person, and you know that, everything that you wish basically comes back to you, because ultimately you are hurting yourself when you hurt somebody else, then you'll see that this is coming back. And I believe that when we have experience, because we all have experienced some type of, fuck up to where we've been like, well, whatever. But if you continuously do this years after years after years after years, and somebody is awakened to it, or God chooses to change things around, or even now with these different transitions or these transits, you will see that everything's being aligned the way it's supposed to. So this balance that's coming within Earth is going to require for people to hold their own shit. Cleaning out whatever it is that they experience in order for them to experience a new life. So yeah, it's going to be traumatic, or you're going to experience something. But if you have did so much more to somebody else, yes, it's going to come back to you different. Somebody could be dealing with some type of damaged SIM card. Yeah, there's like 3 people here that could actually be connected to a phone. Using ancient technology, okay? So not only are they using something that was given to them by our ancestors, or they were supposed to, I don't care what nobody say. A lot of us that have experienced the knowledge that we have and wisdom that we receive, that it was used in order for us to have a betterment on the planet Earth, okay? A lot of us receive different wisdom and knowledge from our ancestors in order for us to help the earth, okay? So if people have used the technology that they have used to go against humanity, you're going to see these people having different brain damage. This is why you can see somebody turn into a zombie, okay? So I'm even getting like the zaps on the phone, okay? And I have picked it up. Those who are on this low vibration will not make it. And this does not necessarily mean, they're going to be doing the 5G crap. This is like, if you are in this energy of constantly causing trauma for somebody else, then when all of this is activated, people are actually activated in who they are, moving towards building a better life and evolving as humanity. If they're not with that, they are going to have to deal with the change that they have brought on themselves. Like, it's all it is. Yep, you got an abusive parent. Give me a second, you guys. Somebody's dealing with an abusive parent. Yep. So somebody could be actually healing from dealing with an abusive parent. Okay, and it's crazy because I looked over and I see provoked stroke. And when I tell you, you know, there's different forms of abuse. Whether a person actually uses who they are to turn their children against each other or actually physically or emotionally abuse somebody, there's different levels of abuse that some of these mothers have, you know, caused for their own children. And I had to think about it over and over again. And I'm like, you know, well, maybe people have experience, but come on now, we didn't experience some of the darkest stuff. When I tell you I've experienced some of the most hurtful things, most painful things that a lot of people don't get out of, but I would not want that for my child. I wouldn't want my child to experience that level or any level. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, we don't want our children to experience that. So why the hell, you know, you can't worry about what they chose to do with their time or their relationship with you. Because the change is the change that you're making, okay? Once again, you changing your own rhythm up. Walking to the beat of your own drum at this bitch. We not doing it. We're not doing it. Yeah, and this is deeply rooted. So you got somebody who's really confused on why all they tactics, of course, did not work. Yeah, because once upon a time, somebody experienced something very traumatic. Where are y'all going with this chopper? Yeah, so somebody could have even depended on upon some type of therapy, or you got psychotherapy treatment out here, okay? And that's the thing. You know, don't wait until things to get so bad, and then when you see it don't work, they want to, you know, try to throw you under the bus, say that you're mentally ill or crazy, or, you know, put false ass warrants out on you saying that you're mentally unstable and mental inquests and stuff. Like, this is the stuff that I am currently dealing with. Because instead of somebody accepting the fact that whatever was planned for my life was not going to work because it was not God's plan, they chose to use, you know, not only my own child, but use their lives and use the courts. Okay? So somebody was like, somebody's dealing with, you know, the same drama. It's sad. But it's like all that stuff comes back when it don't work. Yeah. Wanting somebody to be unstable, have a rocky foundation. And I would not try to figure out why somebody's own mother would want someone to be, you know, homeless or without a home or not stable. And the thing about it is I have learned to accept home is where your energy is. Home is where your heart is, okay? So a lot of people have came up off your energy, whether it was through, you know, terrorizing you or putting you through these trauma experiences. You know, energy harvesting is real. So imagine if you are, you know, beat or tortured or hurt on a certain day, okay? It could be on another relative's birthday. Certain things like this happen, and yes, it's real life, y'all. If people play and dabble in this other stuff, yes, they use certain dates and rituals, okay? And the only energy they get is by making sure that you suffer or you are in some type of pain. So it's good for you to accept that, hey, I've experienced some weird ass shit. People are not going to believe me. They're going to think I'm crazy. But this is why you're being led to find certain people that have already experienced this. Because it's most definitely real. I don't even know why I'm getting her rape. Okay, so a mother could have even been involved with a rape or, you know, like I said, somebody of their own being picked up. And this last time, y'all, the last time was the last time. I was literally, at first it was like, you know, at first, especially, you know, dealing with what I was and going through what I was and doing what I was, you know, partying and trying to numb my pain and everything. They was doing the most. Like I said, smoking meth at least accused me of crack. Why would that even go around? You know what I'm saying? If stuff don't work, oh, they will start making up some of the craziest lies. And I'm like, this has got to stop. It has got to stop. I was in different homes and, you know, I'll lose that home or I had another home and I lose that home. And I would wonder why things was always unstable, because you got to realize once you become stable and you build your own foundation, a lot of these false foundations will fall. Because not only was they built on either your back, your energy, your pain, or your suffering, but a lot of these people have this weird mentality of if you come up, then they'll fall down type thing. So if a person feels that way, have we stopped to think about why another person will worry about somebody else? you know, receiving what they got from God. Why would another person worry about that unless they have secretly worked against you for years? Let's think about it. I mean, really, let's think about it. Let's talk about it. Why would another able body be so concerned about if you are well or doing good or has a solid foundation? Unless, come on now, roots. Once again, yeah. So somebody's mother was playing with voodoo. They was doing a lot of brain, you know, that's all it was. Root chakra attacks, heart chakra attacks. Yeah, they learned their lesson. Somebody could even learn how to do roots. Yeah, what's this? Learned how to do roots. Somebody has learned how to do roots from somebody's mother, or it keeps coming up in threes. So maybe, like I said, this may have been a generation. This was a generation of somebody learning how to do roots. Yeah, learning how to do different cheat codes, how to hack, tap into people's phone, delete certain information from different technology. They was taught this stuff. Somebody learned this stuff and was taught it by a mother. And it's weird. I don't know why she's the phony one. Okay, so somebody is, you know, going around saying you the phony one, but the proof has been past the pudding. We're not even in pudding no more. We ain't even in casseroles. We have moved past puddings and casseroles. Any of that shit that y'all whip up and want to try to feed somebody, we're not eating the shit no more. We are no longer eating the bullshit. When I tell you, yeah, they wanted you always broke or, you know, as a junkie. It's easier for you to be a junkie or always broke. And it's like, I get if I, you know what I'm saying? If I have hit a bump in the road and I'm, you know, now smoking hella blunts because I don't understand why things are happening the way they are in my life, but y'all are secretly manipulating it in the background or making sure that y'all fucking with somebody's money or stability. You know, it's not up to you to worry about if I'm broke, but I still get blessed or something still comes through for me. A lot of these people is jealous because they may have considered you broke, but some type of way, you always made it happen. Do you see what I'm saying? That's because you have a stable relationship with God. That's the only reason why they would even work. Like, people kill me. They always want to talk about somebody. They want to talk about you, but they have some of the oldest skeletons with cobwebs in their closet. And they're not even in the closet. They hidden in walls. They hidden in vehicles. They hidden underground. They under their house. Like, some of y'all got some stuff going on that maybe y'all need to worry about, okay? Maybe you should take some therapy. Somebody could have even been working with a therapist here, too. They wanted to diagnose somebody with either brain damage or, you know, they wanted somebody really to be la-la-loopsy. And it's sad. Now these people going to be always broke, okay? So you got to take time to relax, okay? This is the time for you to start being considerate of how your body feels, how your mind feels, how your spirit feels. If you riding around, you know, constantly worried about if somebody else gets whatever goals they want accomplished, how are you taking time for yourself? It's okay. That does not make you selfish because you take time for yourself. And when I tell you, I used to be the same way. Because I'll be trying to balance this, balance that, doing work for somebody here, doing work for somebody there, making sure somebody else on the other side of town got this. You know, you eating, you got this, you good, you got, you know what I'm saying? And I did that with the smallest of the smallest shit. Whether on food stamps and government housing, I was taking care of several people. Little did I know, most of it, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I am the job. It was people from years ago that I didn't even know was still holding on to bullshit. And it's simply because, you know, my own was like, hey, I know how to, you know, trick the bitch. I got some money for you. You can watch her. Matter of fact, I'll send you in on her. You know, this level of thinking is sickening, y'all. And I'm telling you, they ain't got no choice but to heal with me. Because I don't give no fucks. They can call me junkie. They can call me crazy. They can call me everything. Bitch, don't call me stupid no more. Don't call me stupid. So you got short, fulfilling life. Yeah, somebody wanted their life fulfilled, but that shit's going to be cut short. Why not go through life and what it has to offer and what God has for you? And I had picked it up in the Divine Masculines reading where, you know, if you have not accepted the 3 wishes from the dude downstairs or from this energy of, hey, you got to have it now, then God is going to bless you with a long, fulfilling life. You are going to have a long, fulfilling life, because now somebody's life is going to be miserable because they was going against somebody else's, well-being. And now we're starting to see how important spiritual well-being is. Because you can look good all day, but if your mind ain't right, your mind ain't right. And that's the thing. If my mind ain't right, let my mind not be right. Don't be secretly throwing roots, voodoo, having dolls and shit, taking stuff out of my home, trying to do binding spells, work on my brain, work on my lower chakras, working on and this is simply because of the pain and suffering. Until we actually deal with what we have, our own shit within ourselves, somebody else can play with you. We're not trying to figure out why they do it, because to me, it's sickening that this is really how life has been. It's somebody like literally playing on people's heads with this bullshit. Whew. Let me calm down. Yeah, you may need to get some type of essential oils here. Somebody could be working with like black pepper, frankincense. Could be drinking orange tea. You also got thyme. Somebody was popping like a lot of pills. And that's the thing. They'll call you a junkie because you might smoke weed. You might, coke, whatever drugs that somebody else is on because of whatever they experience. Okay, wanting to numb themselves to the reality of how things really are, not, fitting into everything. So you go straight to self-destruction or, hurting your body, which is what God does not want. Okay, God does not want that. He's not saying you got to be crystal clear, perfect. But he's saying if you poison yourself, how am I going to reach you? How am I going to communicate with you? And your vessel is poisoned. You are being poisoned with the wine and the liquor and the drugs and the sex and the lies that, you know what I'm saying? Everything it could be a poison or it could be a pleasure. It's just what it is. But somebody felt like just because they didn't do the drugs you did, that they wasn't a junkie. Yes, baby, you could be a junkie on these pills, popping these perks, Adderall, whatever you doing that you know is not of you. That's still considered a junkie here. Yeah, somebody's even dealing with like split personalities. Like they brain, they don't know who they are. And I told you I was picking it up. You got split personalities right next from distorted reality, views projected on the others. So y'all make it make sense. Oh, they on the road today. Because I'm telling you, when I was getting the message, I'm like, oh, so this is what it is? Okay, let's get it out then. Happy Sabbath. Okay, so somebody with this split personality. And to me, I look at it like somebody literally, this is somebody that could literally just sit and watch somebody else. And each person that they see, that they feel they not as good as, because I am a firm believer that we all have something special within us. Everybody is a star. You can create yourself the way you want to. But when did we all become so cool with being characters? Can we be our own self? Somebody sits all day, watches somebody, and takes pieces. Just pieces here, pieces there. Let me paste this. Let me copy this. Let me do this. Let me do that. And now their brains messed up because they don't even know how to be anything realistic. Like, really. And then you want to get mad when it don't work and start projecting your feelings on how you feel about yourself onto others. That will not work anymore. That will not work anymore. And I'm telling you, when God loves you, God loves you, because He's going to show you the switch up. He's going to show you the changeover and how things are really going. Something coming up about elves. Yeah, so maybe your reality is changing. You are starting to see that life is way more beautiful than what we've been led to believe. A lot of us was in pain and suffering because we were still dealing with the trauma that we have experienced, being brought up by people that have already been in trauma that they experienced, but, wasn't healing from it. It was easier to jump on a bandwagon to go against people's heads. That's not working no more. Yeah, you got Genesis, the beginning. Since the beginning. Somebody's sister could have even been helping against somebody. Okay, you got a baby mother. Okay, so a sister could have been working with a bitter baby mother here. Whatever they was doing, they was like collecting baskets of stuff, okay? Collecting baskets of information, collecting baskets of bitterness, collecting baskets of different things, trying to make sure somebody either looked crazy, appeared crazy, or was crazy. Now they're dealing with it. Yeah, they was trying to make you unavailable to certain opportunities, doing a lot of phone witchery. Okay, so somebody's still playing a lot of phone games. If they not intercepting on your email or doing something here, they are trying to change the coding. Something about some codes keep coming up. 111. It's a change on the horizon. Yeah, somebody is really crafty when it comes to technology, but they didn't know that the ancient technology wisdom or whatever they received, this information came from our ancestors. They're not going to be for this low vibing shit that they've been on. So beneath your feet, pick up your cross. Yes, these enemies have been placed beneath your feet, you guys. This is the time for you to get up, tell your story, live your life, put in that twerk work, okay? Start dancing. Start dancing. And I realized when I used to dance, like, people probably think it's funny, especially since they was, you know, spying and watching anyway. But it's like moving your body to the certain rhythms can activate certain things within you, especially your kundalini. So when you are dealing with life and its stresses, sometimes it's okay to get up and just move. The best thing that I could have ever did was connect to music. And it was frustrating because now, you know, when you start your spiritual path, you become more aware of the certain people that you have been listening to, that you could have been giving your energy or your time to, that may have even thrived because you have believed in this certain person or whatever. But you just start calling your power back, okay? Especially if you're a divine goddess or if you're a divine feminine or whatever you call yourself. Yes, you most certainly are more than what you ever thought, because you belong to God and God works within you. Okay, a lot of these people that have since the beginning questioned the spiritual gifts of God, they are the witches. They burned our ancestors simply because they were so scared of the power that was within us that they didn't have no choice but to say that we was witches doing witchcraft. But come on now, y'all call it for what it is. Let's talk about the truth. Let's talk about what y'all been doing all these years by using our gifts, our artifacts, our ancestors' energy, calling on our ancestors to do some of this crazy stuff. And me coming in this vessel being, you know, a woman of brown golden skin now, I'm starting to see it be your own people. We're not just dealing with the enemy and the white man or the white women. We are dealing with our own people that have chose to come against us simply because they did not believe. Or it was easier for them to believe in, you know, a bank transfer. Yeah, all right. You got a rebirth coming. It's time for a change. A lot of people did not want to believe in the rebirth, or they didn't believe in the change, okay? And I had told y'all, I had got it over and over again. You know, the warnings have already happened. All of that stuff's already over. The divine's already done happened. So you can see it. Somebody was holding on as long as they possibly could, thinking that something was going to work. They did not want to be reborn. They did not want to believe. Now is the time for them to be made believers, because you could even be moving away from some people here. I just got a peep at a water sign. So you got more and more preservatives. Something coming up about student loans, okay? So maybe somebody wanted to keep you in some type of bondage of believing that a student loan can keep you from anything. Trust when I tell you, a lot of these people have went and got credentials. They have went to school for years. They have did that just so they could basically overshadow the truth, or basically try to use whatever degrees or doctorates, masters, whatever they had to learn certain technology, keep certain family members oppressed. You know, it's just what it is. Somebody could actually be chipped and trapped. And when I tell y'all, there is a spot on the side of my hip that I had questions for so long, and people would probably be thinking, you know, I'm crazy. But until you actually be aware of what the world is really like and how we have been conformed to accept the fucking foolery, there is no fear. When I tell you, I fear none of them. At this point, send your best one, because, you know, in the spiritual realm, if that's how it's supposed to go, that's how it's supposed to go, I'm going to help, period. Okay? My mouth is bad, because I've been through way more than people could actually imagine. But these are the same people that will sit back and criticize you, or, you know, try to come against you, but don't have no idea that your genetic is not even of the same rhythm. You're not even on the wavelength or anything. So don't let, you know, a loan or student loans or something even bother you, because there will be opportunities that are opened up to you simply because you are of God. You're not into whatever foolery this is. So yes, when somebody could have even had a tracking device on them. What are these? Yeah, to have you is a blessing. And I'm grateful to have you. To have you is a blessing. Okay? And this is simply the bliss that you bring into people's lives, or whatever it is that you do to for your community or for those around you. You have learned to still love her. So somebody's lesson was to simply love you and learn to love themselves. So everybody continue to love her. But they was affected by what you look like or what they looked in the mirror and seen. So it was easier for them to try to do some spell work on you or try to make you, not love yourself here. Yeah, could have even been doing something since a child, or they didn't want you to have a child here. You got somebody that's even doing womb work, mirror magic. Didn't want you to birth. It's something coming up. They just don't want you to have these children, but these children will come. You know how many spirit babies have probably been like, you know what? I'm sick of this bitch. The angels is even like, say, okay, go, and I'm on it. The ancestors are ready to ride in. They already heard. Like, this stuff is not a game. Just because you see it in physical form, we got to start looking at things with our spiritual eye, you guys. You are getting this navigation that you need to move through this physical realm. So you got a pond. You're being told to maybe go by a body of water here. Pay homage to your ancestors. Talk to God. Start looking in the reflection that you really are. Like these mirrors, something about a mirror keep coming up. Maybe you need to change your mirror, switch your mirror or something. Clean it. I don't know. Might be a smudge or two and you thinking your eyes deformed. Go look in a body of water and see the beauty within yourself, because this body of water is going to reveal to you the beauty of your soul. Like, let's get with it. Like, somebody needs to do a cleanse. Somebody might even did like a cleanse or egg cleanse. Yeah, so like I said, somebody's into like this voodoo or root work, okay? Now whether you doing it or somebody else is doing it, something's going to backfire on their ass. And I'm telling you, when it comes to you believing that somebody else is attacking you, this is the power of your mind that you have, of your mind, body, and spirit. You have full control and power if something happens to you. Yes, certain people still try to do stuff against you, but when you pray against it and you call judgment within your own life, you won't even have to worry about it, okay? There could have even been somebody that was paid to do like some lazy ass work on somebody's car. This person is under judgment because that shit then came back on their ass. Yeah, now somebody doesn't want to be disturbed. So it could be you. Maybe you don't even want to be bothered. Yeah, somebody could actually be into buying some property, or there is something coming up about block buyback. Okay, so you're starting to see, once we have accepted what was placed against us, a lot of us are moving into other levels of doing things. Okay, whether you are becoming a teacher, I even heard astronaut, but whether you are into science, or if you're into genetics or creating certain medication, if you're into herbalism, if you're into now becoming a doctor or a lawyer or engineer or artist, or if you're doing different things to where you are into like realty or something, you will see that you are moving towards helping your community with a gift that was placed within you. So you're not really into this instant macaroni shit. You're going to actually do something that helps those around you, because to have you is a blessing. You got it once again. To have you is a blessing. Yeah, they calling you from heaven. Somebody could actually be calling you from heaven. Somebody wants to speak to you that has already been, placed inside the spiritual realm here. Yeah, so you got somebody could have even been throwing scripture. A lot of you will see too, some of them, they want to be cloaked behind, religion, or believe since they reading their Bible or they throwing different scripture at you that they also can't be doing this witchcraft. But do not buy it, okay? So you got somebody saying do not buy something. Yeah, somebody could actually be selling some type of property or land. They could be coming and they will do this too, where they like, yeah, God this, God that. We don't know what God certain people are messing with, but some of them, will use the cloak of God, but they're not. It's not the same one. So they telling you, just because this person's throwing scripture, okay, it does not mean that they are coming with good intentions here. This could even be somebody that's darker skin tone. Yeah, it's your faith and destiny here to move forward. You got only by wisdom you can be free. So continue to study, okay? Continue to study. It's something about extraterritorial. Yeah, somebody wants you to buy some type of property that is not probably within your own state. So it could be somebody that's buying some property outside the country, or somebody brought some property outside of the state or country, then they shouldn't have bought it. Yeah, this could have been somebody that was using your money. Yeah, so there's going to be somebody that's caught. You got a killer caught. I can make you put your phone down. Okay, so broken, crooked. Yeah, somebody wanted your smile to always be crooked. You got somebody in South Carolina, institutionalized. California insurance group is coming back up again. So you've been told to watch these different insurance groups. Maybe you are being told, do not buy this insurance, this particular insurance. Do not buy this insurance. You got a careless babysitter. Okay, so somebody could even dealt with something by being with a babysitter. And, you know, a mother knew this. A mother knew it. They knew it. Yeah, they had invalid claims to do what they did, but they didn't know you was the bait, the lesson or the blessing. You got a water sign again. Yeah, it's a lot of root work and a lot of water magic. Somebody been doing a lot of different stuff trying to keep this information from coming out. Yeah, they got paid in advance. So somebody got paid in advance to do a lot of stuff against you, but it didn't work. So watch me struggle. They all ate while I was starving. So somebody watched you struggle, okay? But now they getting ready to watch you eat. So you did enough right now to be able to sleep through your harvest. This is simply trusting in God, being able to get some rest, knowing that things are coming in for you, not against you. You got to open up your heart here. So open up your quiet heart. You also got something. It's something keep coming up about school, college. Okay, because you got financial aid and student loans here. So somebody even probably got some money, okay, from some financial aid coming in or a student loan. Or they got this money and it was supposed to go to you. Yeah, somebody was on a power pill. They can't be on that power pill no more. Yeah, you was easily exploitable until you activated. Until you rose into your higher self, started healing from the things that you experienced. Opened up your heart, got closer to God, somebody was going to keep on exploiting you. So you got heal, heal, heal. Yes, there was somebody that had some type of recording in your home, okay? There is a hidden camera in somebody's home. A lot of this stuff is getting returned. Yep, it's all going back. It's like whatever it is that you experienced, a lot of these people getting ready to experience it, and especially these mother figures here. So you are what you attract. Call in your blessings. Pull your energy back. You are evolving here. This is also a cocoon to a butterfly. Somebody is coming up out of their cocoon. Yeah, all that they had is falling off of them. I told y'all it's just like Sonic when he hit a wall or something and all them coins go bling, 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 bling. You got to start all over. Yeah, they got ruined reputations. So a lot of them was worried about what they look like or what they appeared to be, but their reputations are getting ruined. Okay, you got to stop dropping your kids off to some of these people. Some of these mothers are very bitter. So I always felt like this. If you don't like me or if you haven't liked me, there's no way that you can like my child or somebody that came from me. Because if you have spent, so much time trying to bring me down, the next thing that you can do is go for my child. This is why a lot of them are under judgment, because I know that this was the plan that they had for my own life, but that's not going to work. You also got something coming up in a wooded area. Somebody's on the road a lot. You got the book of Isaiah, 2 Kings. Yeah, aloe. Somebody's bittersweet here. So let's see. Get a couple more. Yeah, it could be a Leo involved. Yeah, so this is somebody that's very egotistical, very loud, okay? But the thing about it is, somebody should have had power in their solitude. So this is somebody that always wants to be in the crowd, always wants somebody else to see them either doing something or looking a certain way. Yeah, you got proud with no crown on, okay? So this person didn't earn something, but they wanted to appear that way. Yeah, you got appearance. They getting scattered. Scatter them. Yeah, it could be a black man here. You got mobile park. Somebody's in a mobile park. Somebody's parking in front of a mobile home. It's practice, habit. Yeah, they had dangerous degrees, whether they had PhDs, doctorates, bachelors, masters. A lot of these people with these dangerous degrees are now dealing with something. A lot of it is brain damage, okay? Some of, like I said, it's brain damage. Ooh, that was a lot. We're going to take them and then roll out of here. Yeah, this was their way to do stuff, okay? Whatever they was doing, they was working with these broads on the road. It's a lot about people being on the road. Health bad, so now what? Health bad, so now what? Do you take the time to stop? Are you going to stop now that your health's bad and you getting raw beatings from the spiritual realm? Like their ass is going to be chapped. What I did, I do not face the same challenges, okay? So you being elevated and evaluated. Individual situations. All of us have, did certain things, experienced certain things, learned certain things. Nobody's journey will ever be the same. So no one else can tell you how things are supposed to happen in your life or how things will happen. You have to have this direct communication with the Most High, and He will tell you. It'll be the same people that be trying to edit their face to be trying to tell you what you need to do with your life challenges. Or they be trying to edit different documents of what they did with their credentials. Yeah, somebody was all around snakes. They was playing with graveyard dirt. Time flies. Yeah. Somebody was using a lot of mistakes that happened, but it's your life. You were meant to face these challenges for your own journey, for you to come out of whatever it is that you experience. Not for people to keep trying to throw magic on you or speak against you or do things against you. Yeah, so much pain for your mystical rain. Okay, so once again, somebody could be around some rain or there is some rain coming. But for your mystical rain, for your certain acts of God, for your faith to be strengthened, for all of this to happen, you had to go through all of this different pain and struggle here. Now, it does not mean that you're supposed to go through certain things or it's your fault because some people try to create certain situations in your life. This just means this made you stronger, your connection with God here. Yeah, there was a lot of toxic karmic sexual energy that could have been connected to your mother. A mother figure here. Somebody could have been sleeping with the same guy or the same person. So you got right daily devotion times. Get a journal. When I started experiencing certain things, I would always write it down. Whether I heard a hunk or, door slams or music playing, through my devotion time, everything is connected for a reason. You will get certain confirmations and things. So if somebody calls you on that day, write it down, date and time. If somebody visits you, write it down, date and time. Certain events that happen around you, write it down, date and time. Because I realized, before I experienced like something, I will see a certain person or a certain person may call or, you know what I'm saying? You will start to connect everything. Like, as soon as I talk to this person, things go to shit. Or as soon as I see this person out the same place as me, things go to shit. You'll start to see, a lot of this stuff is connected and you are getting signs to see who works with the underworld. Okay? Because we being purified, things are being purified. But you will be prepared for certain things that are coming your way that are not of God. So be prepared for your rebirth. Yeah, there could have been somebody that was doing something with your hair that has braids, dreads, or hair here. Hey, I don't even want to leave. So you got, I am at peace. You could be at peace by, receiving different information, knowing that you're a teacher or you was dealing with a teacher. We also got somebody that was in government housing or works in government housing. Whoever this is, work in government housing, does not believe in angel numbers or something, but they're teaching somebody something. They don't believe in certain things that God has already revealed to you. You got each one teach one. Yeah, they teaching somebody to how it is to crush and burden somebody, okay? They took their spiritual rank or power to like mentally weigh somebody down heavy here. So this is an oppressor. And who knew that it was so cool to some of these people to actually do this to others, to have authority and power over somebody just to try to come up or oppress somebody. So you got a body linked to others, a spirit linked to the universe. Okay, so you could actually be linked to some of these people by either sexually connecting to them, but your spirit is connected to the universe. Yeah, you got somebody could even be dealing with recovering from certain sex addictions. Okay, and trust me, I know the steps. You take the process. The best step is to start, closing your legs up, or sticking, keeping your stuff stuffed in your pants. Also, refraining from watching certain porn or movies. I noticed too, a lot of these movies have different sex scenes, and I ain't trying to see everybody getting it in all the time. It's not even for us to see. So it could be certain movies that you're watching that could be a trigger. It could be something that you're drinking or eating that could be a trigger. Okay, so somebody is really starting a process of seeing that, whatever they had dealt with could be because of their sex addiction here. Yeah. And this leads to sexual immorality because, somebody could have actually been dealing with somebody that they felt like was young blood or young meat. A lot of these people are sick, okay? So somebody's mother could have even been thinking like that. As soon as you came in, you was a young blood, you was fresh meat. They could have been trying to, this is just sad. Yeah. Working on Google. Tracking your steps. You got Main Street. So somebody could have been on the streets for a while and they was tracking your steps. They knew everything that you was experiencing. This is almost like setting up at the block with a walkie-talkie. Like, yeah, she's about to walk down there on 34th. You know what I'm saying? Go on and walk out on her. Or go on and pick her up. This is just weird. Yeah, this is even somebody that doesn't have children that could have been doing this. Yeah, you keep getting this forgiveness card, though. Forgive them. Forgive them because it's been a long time coming for your blessings, but they coming. You could have been self-educated, taking the time to educate your damn self. Seeing what they doing on Gmail, different emails. Yeah, you got an aunt's canceled obsession. So somebody's aunt was very obsessed with either their niece or nephew here that was doing something. They could be connected to this technology or this phone. They obsessed with somebody's emails. Yeah, stop doubting. It was an obsessive mistake. So somebody even hooked up with somebody that won't go away. Somebody caught feelings. There is a booger in your nose. Yeah, somebody even got organs wanted out here. You learning deeper boundaries for yourself. And this is simply, when I noticed that you could actually get into it with a parent and then you go out on the streets and then there's always a man waiting to give you a ride and you ended up taking that ride. A lot of times I was protected that way because, I didn't know if this man was a rapist, a killer, a murderer. We don't know these type of things, but you have been protected from things like this. You don't know that these people really be into trafficking and doing stuff. So you got to clear out your shadow closet, okay? These people want you to be, erratic or in a mentality of fear. Because if you are, then you basically react on that initial impulse. And a lot of it's bullshit. The gang stalking's bullshit, the harassment's bullshit, the hacking's bullshit. It's all bullshit, but it's being found out about. Okay? Whatever was done in the shadows is coming to light. Somebody could have even been dealing with a self-defense case. And a lot of times this is what they do. They want you worked up to where you clock out on one of these people and you end up exactly where they wanted you at. Take the time to stand still and believe in God. That is your message.